I don't want them to graduate.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Right now. Like they're starting. Here we go. 2, ready.
Good evening and welcome to the 46th annual commencement exercise for the Blackstone Millville Regional High School. My name is Eric Eisner and I've had the privilege of serving the class as their president for the past 4 years. Tonight, I will be guiding everyone through the ceremonies. To begin, I ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. Flag's there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now a moment of silence. Now the high school band, under the direction of Todd Schaefer, will perform the Star-Spangled Banner. A special thank you to Mr. Schaefer and the BMR band. I would now like to welcome Principal Mr. Michael Dudek to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Members of the school committee, Superintendent Ellen Himmelberger, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Dave Thompson, Assistant Principal Keith Ducharme, honored guest Dr. Frank Powers, Senior Advisor Lynn Gomes, faculty, families, friends, and the graduating high school class of 2016. Good evening and welcome to the 46th commencement exercises for Blackstone Millville Regional High School. Tonight would not have been made possible if it weren't for some important people. I'd like to offer special thanks to Mr. Ducharme for organizing awards night and our graduation ceremony. Thank you to our custodial crew who worked tirelessly to set up graduation arena and the reception area. Mrs. Salome, Mrs. Rondo, and our graphic arts department were a tremendous help in preparing the graduation program, the diplomas, and virtually everything else. We also need to thank our high school music group and Mr. Schaefer for the music conducted yesterday as well as today. Seniors, soon to be graduates, I thank you for this honor to speak at this very special occasion as you make the transition from being high school seniors to BMR alumni. Not long ago, we started this journey together, you as freshmen and I going into my first year as principal of BMR. I'm sure we all had some idea of what we were going to make the next 4 years great, but we truly had no clue where our journey would take us. Who would have known that this class would lead our marching band to a national championship? How many of you predicted that our baseball and indoor track team would become Dual Valley Conference champions? Or that BMR would have a competitive robotics team or use drones to take videos of various school events? We knew that all of you possess special talents and aptitude for learning new things, but to think that you would have a DVC Runner of the Year or a 2-time All-Star musician, All-State musician, or Mass Student Council president among this group was not at the forefront of many people's minds. Let me ask you a question. How do you measure success? The first time I met all of you in the auditorium, I thought of that question. I know that all of you at some point or another have asked this question as well. Parents, teachers, and staff members, especially now, want to know whether they were successful in raising you and educating you to be thoughtful and successful adults. One measure of success would be the degree to which you build up others. It's about what you inspire others to do. Reviewing the accomplishments and passions that you have as a class have assured me that all of us, parents, family members, teachers, staff members, and administrators have been successful in shaping and supporting the BMR class of 2016, and you will lead us all to new heights. Remember to shape your own definition of success, but also remember those around you. Let's go back in time to the beginning of this year, when you first became seniors. You may have realized then that things would soon be changing, and you would have big decisions to make about your plans after high school. The next chapter of your lives is one that can be full of anxiety, but I know many of you are excited about what is to come. Enjoy the next chapter of your life and know that you are prepared. Look at where you are now. You have truly finished strong. Positive emotions come over me as I think of the highlights of your high school years and of all the possibilities that lie before you. Graduation is bittersweet as we adults say goodbye to you and you eagerly say hello to college, to work, to new experiences, and to new friends. Some of you I know cannot wait to get away from home in high school, while some of you may feel more comfortable staying close to your friends, family, school, and homes. But it is time for you to venture out and explore the world around you. This year, from the class of 2016, 82% of our students will continue their education in either a 2- or 4-year college or technical program. 12% are prepared and ready to enter the workforce. 6% will enter the military and bravely serve our country. We are all proud of you. I would ask any current, veteran, or new members of the armed forces to please stand up and be recognized. And these are including our seniors right now. Thank you. Stay safe, and be well. As I began to think about what I was going to speak to you about today, I figured I would try and help you answer the question that everybody is asking you. What are you going to do now? What's next? Some of you already know your plans and have everything mapped out in your heads. You have no anxiety over what's next and are ready to take on the world. But for the rest of us, anxiety over the unknown can feel overwhelming at times. I've had the pleasure of attending several college graduations, and I've heard some great career advice from some commencement speakers. In particular, President Obama's speechwriter, Jon Favreau, who the Boston Globe calls one of the foremost speechwriters of our time, provided recent Holy Cross graduates with this. There are two kinds of people. People that want to be something and people who want to do something. In other words, some people want to make a living and some that want to make a life. He mentioned that he always wanted to be a lawyer because he wanted to be important, impressive, and successful. But law was not something that he loved. That all changed when he was invited to become press office assistant for John Kerry's presidential campaign. He did not want to be someone's assistant or make a measly salary, but he loved writing and loved campaigning. It was something that he wanted to do. Sometimes it's necessary to be something and make a living, but if you can do something you love and still pay the bills, it is worth it in the end. Favreau later states in his address that the chase to be something, to be rich, to be famous, powerful, praised, that is a race without a finish line, because there will always be more money to be made, a fancier title to pursue, a higher accolade to achieve. In his experience, it is far more likely to find lasting fulfillment if these fleeting pleasures are a byproduct of a decision to do something that you love, that you are passionate about, something your gut is begging you to try. So, find the answer to that nagging question with something that you want to do, rather than who you want to be. These words of advice will help me throughout my career, and I hope that it will help you as well. I want each and every one of you to realize that the advice we hear and truly make sense of will guide us in what we will do with our lives. Listen carefully with purpose to what others are saying. Listen to those influences in your life and decipher what makes sense to you. Will the words of commencement speakers, the lyrics from songs, or the advice from loved ones help you figure out and discover who you are? Over the past 4 years, it was our goal to teach you how to think critically, to analyze and synthesize the knowledge and advice given to you, and to use these skills to help find meaning in your life. Let this be your guiding principle. As high school graduates, you are well on your way to success. You will now be in charge of your lives as adults, and I hope the lessons and guidance we instilled in you will hold you in good stead. Do not forget what your parents and guardians have taught you. Do not let go of the values and fundamentals that the faculty and staff of BMR have helped you develop. When things get tough, rely on the lessons learned from those around you. Those qualities you acquired will guide you through those tough times and will give you the strength you need to make your dreams come true. I see before me young, confident adults. I know you will do great things, and I'm so proud of you. So, to the Chargers of BMR graduating class of 2016, I thank you for all that you do and have done for the school and wish you nothing but the best in the next chapter of your lives. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Dudek. I would now like to welcome the valedictorian of the class of 2016 to the podium, Mr. Griffin Riley.
Thank you, Eric, and I'm proud to have called you my friend for the past 14 years. Welcome, Superintendent Mr. Himmelberger, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Thompson, distinguished guest Dr. Powers, school committee, faculty and past faculty, family, students, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2016. I'm going to tell you all something a little embarrassing. Your valedictorian is a huge procrastinator. Really. Yes, I'm supposed to stand before you as an academic role model. But trust me, I have big problems tackling major challenges. This speech was not unique. I had no idea how to start. I wrote down some cliche advice and how to be happy that high school happened rather than sad that it's over. But how was I supposed to ease the pain of parting with this school district and these two towns we've grown so comfortable in? I did a lot of thinking, but as I tried to write this speech, I encountered a big problem. I haven't accepted that it's over. No. Every morning I wake up, I still feel as though I'm a senior at BMR. I feel like I'll be coming back here in September to embrace Ducharme screaming at me to sit down and be quiet in the auditorium. I feel like joking in the library media center with the C period gang is going to be part of my life every day, forever. But this is it. All of you have certainly worked hard to get here. You had to adjust to this big brick square, fight through Huckleberry Finn, and endure the daily squeak of Senora Waterman's slide whistle. However, I know academics wasn't the only struggle in high school. We had to make new friends, recover from losing some, manage our insane schedules, persevere through sports, practices, seasons, playoffs, and of course, find ways to explain to our parents that you uploaded lunch money online. Needless to say, this journey certainly hasn't been one of just tests and quizzes. That's because this school This old brick building that's been around since the moon landing has been our life for these past 4 years. It was the hub of everything, whether you liked it or not. And admit, every single one of you loves this place deep down. How could you not? We met our best friends here. Some of you may have met your soulmates. But most importantly, we all discovered ourselves. The sad, absolutely unbearable truth is, I can't picture life beyond BMR. Yes, this is your cue to freak out and pull those tissues out of your back pocket. What's next? What lies ahead? Sure, almost all of us know where we're going, but do we truly know what's going to become of us? Don't worry. I'm going to let you all in on a secret. I'm not worried about any of you. That's because you all came from here, Blackstone Millville, those little towns on the Rhode Island border that the person you're talking to has approximately a 1 in 5 chance of having heard of before. Yes, we joke about our community, but it truly is something one of a kind. We care about each other here, and we have all gotten the chance to make bonds with everyone around us, especially within the class of 2016. Look to your right and left. I'm sure you have memories with all of these people. This community prepares you for the future in every way. As I'm sure you all know, the most important ways aren't academic. So, why is your valedictorian standing before you and telling you it's not academics that matter the most? Because I want you all to know how confident I am that you are prepared for what comes next, even though none of us have a clue what that is. We are ready to embrace the scary uncertainty that is our future. It's terribly cliche to say that I see doctors and lawyers in this crowd, but I'm sure some of you will go on and find success in those career paths. Do you know what else I see? Entrepreneurs, caring parents, funny uncles, rock stars, role models of the next generation, and of course, teachers who will go on to raise admirable people like yourselves. You are blessed with the opportunity to become anything you want to be. That's because this school district, your parents, your friends, and Blackstone Millville have prepared you all to be successful. And if there's anything I've learned in my time here, it's that we each define our own success. So go after it. Challenge yourself. Embrace the difficulties and unknowns that lie ahead. Love yourself, and don't be afraid to fall in love along the way. I love all of you. Thanks, Corey. And I couldn't picture being born and raised anywhere besides this 2-stoplight pass-through. One challenge I'll be facing in the coming months is that I'm moving very, very, very far away. North Carolina isn't exactly local. However, cheesy as it sounds, I know I'm going to take BMR with me. Not just what I learned in the classroom, but what you have all taught me. If I give one piece of advice today, it's to take BMR with you wherever you go and cherish all this community has provided you. I want to see the friendliness, humor, and character that only a Charger has brought to Framingham, Syracuse, Orono, and Oneonta. Lily, did I get that right? Thanks. I'll leave you all with one last note. Everybody here owes somebody something. No, I'm not talking about my indoor track uniform. I may or may not have turned into... Sorry, Ms. Tosti. But you all owe gratitude to those who have made you great citizens and friends, that you all are. Don't be afraid to say thank you to those who helped you get to where you are today. I'd like to thank my parents, who have somehow put up with me no matter what time I come home or what ridiculous practices I need them to drive me around to, even if it's in Nashua, New Hampshire. I love you both so much, and I surely wouldn't be up on this podium if it weren't for your unending love and support. Cambo, because of your love and how much you have been through amazing challenges, and you've impressed me as you persevered through every single one. I also would like to thank my entire family, Nanny, Papa, Grandma, and Grandpa Riley, who I know is looking down smiling, and who I have to thank for my curiosity and spirit. My aunts, my uncles, my cousins, because you are the best family around and always supported me, whether it was cheering on my youth soccer team or sending me home with boxes upon boxes of delicious pasta Italiana. I'd like to thank my friends in the meme squad, who make every day the new standard for adventure. And also their parents, who I consider family for how often I slept on their living room floors. Lastly, thank you, BMR, our advisor, Ms. Gomes, and the class of 2016. You are what made me love high school, and you are the reason I'm so thankful to be here on this podium. Go out there and amaze yourselves. You're all legends. Thank you.
Thank you, Griffin. I would now like to welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2016, Mr. Andrew Jalbert.
Thank you, Eric. Good evening, Chargers. Superintendent Mr. Himmelberger, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Thompson, school committee members, and distinguished guest Dr. Powers. I'd like to begin by thanking Principal Mr. Dudek, Assistant Principal Mr. Ducharme, the administrators, the teachers, and other faculty for their excellent work at BMR. I would also like to thank our dedicated custodial and cafeteria staff. I'm very grateful to my parents for helping me throughout high school, and I'm glad to have a sister that keeps me humble. Additionally, I'd like to thank my two beagles, Toby and Lucky, for the emotional support they provided during late school nights. Today, gathered with the class of 2016 are families, friends, and peers, who we appreciate for the support they've given us throughout our high school endeavor. Some friends have been with me in the same homeroom for 6 consecutive years, and some I recently met during the events of Senior Week. This final celebration constitutes the most participation I've seen in a school event this whole year. Of course, this is not without good reason. Our class is truly something special. We will embark across the country to places such as Ohio, North Carolina, Maine, and of course, New Hampshire. Several of our classmates are going into the Armed Forces, Rhode Island School of Design, Boston University, and a host of other fields that range from theater to medicine to music education. We have also incredible athletes from Nate, the DVC Runner of the Year, to Corey Davidge, an all-state soccer goalie, to the seniors leading the indoor track team in an undefeated season with their first DVC League title. All the senior captains of the various sports teams have shown tremendous effort leading to great success. We also have talented musicians, including, but certainly not limited to, Brianna playing the rare alto flute, Nick gracing us with his trumpet skills, and Ian, the world's loudest baritone player. And let's not forget the great color guard performances led by Rebecca Rivard. Indeed, our class is not only full with great people, but also dank memes. I'd like to share some, but gotta keep it PG. So, to the funny guys of Mr. Rowe's physics and calculus class, I love you, but you're my brothers. Another haven for memes was in the LMC those few periods it was open. Many good experiences were had with my hilarious friends, Marina and Gabby. Other times, it was Jess, Kristen, and I with some dank photoshopping and other tomfoolery. Pairing well with those memes is the best laugh ever, coming from none other than Amanda Landry. Yeah. Got you. Our wonderful class has inhabited BMR for 4 years, and in the wilderness of high school, we have adapted to the climate. The brutal winters threatened to freeze us in our tracks. As our school valiantly tried to distribute heat throughout the cold and the roofing project, we came equipped with winter jackets and gloves. Additionally, every one of us has fallen victim to the invisible beast lurking in the halls of this school. Scientists have identified it as wireless fidelity, or Wi-Fi for short. Research was halted, cahoots were delayed, and documents suddenly terminated as our school's wireless infidelity would strike without warning. Throughout this, the community remained undaunted at the task of making BMR the best it can be, despite its limited resources. I know some students may be having a mild breakdown right now as I bring back memories of those misfortunes, but through tremendous determination, we have prevailed. Moving forward into the future, as we begin our new lives outside of BMR, we should take on a new perspective. We've been told that life after high school is nothing like high school. We will be independent, broke, and fighting to find our place in the world. The transition out of high school will not be easy, but I feel confident that our class, with hard work, direction, and determination, will navigate life gallantly. It is doubtful that I could offer any more life advice we haven't all heard before. I can, however, advise you to remember what has literally been hanging above our heads for the last 4 years. As every doorway in the halls of BMR reminds us, a winner is a dreamer that never quits, and every wall is a door. Now, these may seem like general platitudes, but when taken to heart, they can truly impact your life and the lives of those around you. If you never give up and strive to be the best you can be, endless opportunities are open to you. Be prepared for them so they do not go to waste, and success will be yours. Furthermore, upon receiving our diplomas, we will be set apart from the roughly 12% of the US population who don't have one. Admittedly, at this rate, education alone does not make us unique. Even going to college does not add much more distinction. We must delve into new experiences to further our own understanding and character, because the diplomas and academic achievements are not the only things that matter. Keeping healthy relationships and pursuing personal interests are extremely crucial. Our focus should be on making ourselves better individuals through the variety of personal experiences we go through in life. We must plan ahead, taking into account the efforts we've made in the past and the ones that we will make in the future to strive and achieve our goals. Let me leave you with this. Don't feel overwhelmed to jump into the world too quickly. Most of us are 18 and have roughly 3/4 of our lives to go. For me, I've yet to travel abroad, get my own car, or get a date. Forever alone. Despite this, I am not disheartened, as I know there is plenty of time for us to grow into adulthood and achieve bigger and better things beyond the scope of high school. And now I have a final request for the class of 2016. Make your future great, and, in the words of Jeb Bush, please clap. Thanks.
Thank you, Andrew. Now, graduating senior Samuel Partlow will be performing the class song, Good Riddance, The Time of Your Life by Green Day.
the turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of the rest and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Go hang them on a shelf in good health and good time. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Thank you, Sam. Let's give him one more round of applause. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for the evening, nearly fellow BMR alum and graduate of the BMR class of 1982, Dr. Francis Powers.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be home. Superintendent Himmelberger, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Thompson, Principal Dudek, Assistant Principal Ducharme, members of the school committee, family and friends of the graduates, ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2016, for the privilege of speaking to you this evening, I am honored and grateful. Gary Trudeau, the writer of the Doonesbury comic, has said that commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that students should never be released into the world until they have been properly sedated. So make yourselves comfortable and let the sedation begin. I'll make sure to wake you up at the end. When Zachary Morin and class advisor Lynn Gomes first invited me on behalf of your class to speak here this evening, my mind immediately began to race with ideas and thoughts of what messages I might want to convey. In the days and weeks that followed, during my commutes and any other idle time, the themes flowed in a seemingly endless stream as this moment played out in my mind, imagining your rapt attention as I doled out pearls of wisdom gleaned in the 34 years since I sat where you sit now. But rather than dispense advice, I'd like to share with you some of the things that have inspired me and helped shape my life since the time I began my high school here in 1978. First, a little about me. My family moved to Blackstone in 1971, where I first entered the school system in first grade. I made my way through elementary school, first at JFK, then the Maloney and St. Paul schools. In those days, BMR was a junior-senior high school, and I still remember how old those high school kids seemed when I first entered these halls in 1976 as a seventh grader. Now looking out at your young, fresh faces, if I didn't see the program before me, I would wonder if I'd stumbled into the kindergarten graduation. I graduated BMR in 1982 and stood here as class valedictorian with salutatorian Meredith Kelly, just as Griffin Riley and Andrew Jalbert do today. I ran cross-country and track here and at Dartmouth College, where I studied engineering sciences. I worked for 2 years as a civil engineer before returning to Dartmouth to obtain a master's degree in biomedical engineering. I decided I liked the medicine more than the engineering, so then it was on to McGill University in Montreal for medical school. finally finishing my training in internal medicine at Brown University in 1998, 16 years after graduating from BMR. I now work taking care of hospital patients at Harrington Hospital in Southbridge, Massachusetts, where I am the director of the hospitalist program and president of the medical staff. I joined the track team here in 1979 in 9th grade under the direction of Coach Mike Swain, who was also our class advisor. I still remember the mimeograph sheets in the packet Coach Swain gave us with their blurry purplish blue ink. In amongst the schedules of track meets and workouts was an excerpt from President Teddy Roosevelt, dubbed "The Man in the Arena." It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbled or the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who comes short again and again and errs because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, and who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. Later in the fall, in 10th grade, I joined the cross-country team with Coach Kevin Maloney, who was also my guidance counselor. I can't say enough good things about Coach Maloney, under whose guidance, along with Coach Mike Cronin, the team reached a national record winning streak of 265 victories spanning 17 seasons. Coach Maloney is now a Massachusetts Track Coach Hall of Famer and remains a close friend to this day. In the fall of 1980, Coach Maloney took us to the Foss Running Camp for preseason training, where we met New Hampshire running standout Gary Crossan as our camp counselor and cabin coach. One afternoon, in preparation for evening vespers, Gary penned these words describing what he felt it took to succeed. In times that are now, and in times that have yet come to pass, we all must strive to hold the ideals that for each of us ease that long climb up that long ladder of perfection. This is a difficult climb, and many are content with the grasp of a rung or two, and it is here with the ground so safely close that they must stay. It is a decision we must come to individually, a confrontation between desire and security, between the uncertainty of the top and the knowledge that the bottom will always be there. It is not easy and never will be. Always there will be more to do, further to climb, and the top will seem to stay forever away. But as you learn more about the climb from each rung conquered, as you feel the confidence of your progress grow, the purpose becomes more clear than you had thought possible. And one day, when you think the journey will never end, you will reach the top, and the horizons upon which you will gaze will make that long climb seem like a walk in the park. Few will ever reach this crest, but for those with the guts, those with that internal fire of achievement, the will and determination to at least try, to take those first few steps and leave the ground behind, then success is already within your grasp. So you're beginning to see a theme here. Have the courage to at least try. There is a saying that I like: the opposite of success is not failure, is not trying. In the words of the immortal American distance running legend Steve Prefontaine, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. And remember, success is a relative thing and a matter of perspective. We all have different dreams, different ideals and aspirations and abilities. There's a runner from Dartmouth College named Abby D'Agostino, one of the best distance runners in the country right now. We have something in common, she and I. We both finished third in the NCAA 5,000 meters our senior years in college. For me, it was arguably the pinnacle of my running career. For her, a bitter disappointment. And yet, I couldn't have been happier and have no regrets. I missed my college graduation to stand on the podium that day. Watch for Abby in the Olympic trials in a couple of weeks. So getting back to Gary Crossan's words on success, I found them so moving that I included them in my valedictory address a couple years later. I should also tell you that Gary went on to win the prestigious and grueling Mount Washington road race 4 times, setting a course record in 1984. Tragically, Gary was killed when he was hit by a train while out running just a couple of years later. Which brings me to my next point. Life is not without limit. I am reminded of this on a daily basis in the course of my work as a hospitalist. There's an American author named Paul Bowles who wrote a novel called The Sheltering Sky. It's about a couple who went to North Africa seeking adventure. There's a brief passage from this novel that I would like to share with you. Because we don't know when we will die, we get to think of life as an inexhaustible well. Yet, everything happens only a certain number of times, and a very small number, really. How many more times will you remember a certain day of your childhood, an afternoon that is so deeply a part of your being that you can't even conceive of your life without it? Perhaps 4, 5 times more. Perhaps not even that. How many more times will you watch the full moon rise? Perhaps 20. And yet, it all seems so limitless. There are moments to be endured, like, say, a commencement keynote address, and moments to be savored. It's not that life is short, though it could be, but it is finite, so make each moment count. So these are some of the things that have inspired me along the way. I have been blessed by the support of a loving family, coached by Hall of Fame and Olympic team coaches, trained with Olympians and All-Americans, and studied with Marshalls and Rhodes Scholars. Whatever successes I've had are because I have stood on the shoulders of giants, and am truly grateful to all of them, some of whom are here today. So this is it. You are high school graduates. You have toiled for years, endured homework assignments and long lectures, term papers, and countless projects. You have made friends that will last a lifetime and been inspired by family and teachers and coaches who have also labored to ensure your success. Enjoy this day. Savor it. As the Car Talk guys, Tom and Ray Magliozzi, have said, you will never have more energy or enthusiasm, hair or brain cells than you do today. Remember, commencement is a beginning. High school is not the final word on you. You're going to go places and do things, and in every place you go and in everything you do, you will bring a part of this place too. The world will shape you as you shape the world. So go out there and be a dreamer of dreams and a doer of deeds. You will not be alone. You will have beside you in body or in spirit your friends and family, teammates and colleagues, teachers and coaches to support and encourage you. You will be called upon to be brave and strong, caring and compassionate, patient and hardworking, loving and kind. You will do it all with aplomb, proud ambassadors of Blackstone Millville Regional High School. Chargers, all of you. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Powers. It is now time for the presentation of diplomas. This year, they will be presented by Superintendent, Mr. Alan Himmelberger, Principal, Mr. Michael Dudek, Assistant Principal, Mr. Keith Ducharme, School Committee Member, Mr. Steve Tringali, and Advisor of the Class of 2016, Mrs. Lynn Gomes.
And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Griffin B. Riley, valedictorian, Class Public Relations, National Honor Society Vice President, Student Council, High Honors. Andrew J. Jalbert, salutatorian, National Honor Society, High Honors. Eric M. Eisner, Class President, National Honor Society, Student Council, High Honors. Sarah L. DeWolf, Class Vice President, National Honor Society, Student Council, Honors. Bradley J. Dumont, Class Secretary, Student Council, Honors. And presenting to his son, School Committee Member Steve Tringali, 2, Christopher Joseph Tringali, Class Treasurer, National Honor Society, Student Council, High Honors. Taylor Nicole Kadurka, Class Historian, National Honor Society, Student Council, High Honors. Alexis Lynn Albin. Amber Rose Allard. Amanda Sage Alves, Student Council, Honors. Jordan M. Andrade.
Got it right, right?
Michael R. Andrade. Justin T. Avery. Kayla Maine Ballou, National Honor Society, Honors.
And I got it right.
Kayla Nicole Barkley. Brandon Boschman. Nicole Alexandria Boulier. Arissa Lynn Boucher. Matthew S. Bourgeois, National Honor Society, High Honors. Daria Elizabeth Bougerie, National Honor Society, High Honors. Tia J. Bourget, Honors. Sally Ann Campano, Honors. Raekwon Cardoza. Nathan D. Carroll, National Honor Society Secretary, high honors. Darian Champagne. Jonathan Tucker Chase. Megan Marie Kleasiak, honors. William Connors. Brenna Ashley Cook. Michael J. Costello, honors. Kyle Marcel Cottonois, Student Council. Justin Michael Coop. Joshua D. Canoia. Austin M. Cox. Brianna R. Crowley, National Honor Society, high honors. I got it. Corey J. Davidge. Matthew Demrist. Erin M. DeWolf, Student Council, honors. Megan L. DeWolf, National Honor Society, Student Council, honors. Smile. Elizabeth A. Dowry. Harmony J. Dupree. Good luck, Duke. Caitlin Renee Fisher. Good luck, Fish. Lillian E. Fottenbach, honors. Megan Fothergill. Tomas A. Gabra. Kim Nellie Gotti, Student Council, honors. Corey Jacob Gallagher, high honors. Benjamin L. Gallant. Catherine Ray Gauthier, National Honor Society historian, high honors. Sarah Noel Joffrey. Jason P. Gerard. Kelsey Lee Gerard, National Honor Society, honors. And a great escort, huh? Kayla Colleen Goodale, Student Council, honors. I got it right? Zachary A. Grant. Jared P. Girton, National Honor Society, high honors. Rebecca Joy Hahn. Got it right, right? Haley Christina Herman Stone, Student Council, honors. Corey Marshall Hitu. Adam Tyler Haywood. Jonathan Aries Hotkey. Benjamin J. Houle, National Honor Society, honors. Cameron J. Harland. Courtney Nicole Isabel. Callie Giraz. Lindsay May Kocher. Emily T. Key, Student Council, honors. Caleb Joseph Kingsman. Amanda Lee Landry, high honors. Seth James Leone. Andrew Lloyd Lucier, National Honor Society President, high honors. Malachi Daniel Lynch. Katie Lee Mancini, honors. Mark S. Mantoni. Ryan W. Marcotte. Dominic Martello. Jeffrey Meza. Joshua Mile.
Got it right.
Christopher A. Milliken, honors. Jessica E. Monroe, National Honor Society, honors. Zachary Thomas Morin, Student Council, honors. Jessica Nicole Morrison, National Honor Society Treasurer, high honors. I'm sweating. Tom R. Mullally.
Hey, come here. Snapchat. Get it? Hey. And we're done.
Kristen Amanda Nordquist, National Honor Society, high honors. Sorry you had to follow that. Allie Elaine O'Connor, Student Council. Right, Elaine, right? Jackson D. Palzini, honors. Samuel Edward Partlow, National Honor Society, honors. Desiree Joy Peliquin. James Michael Perry, honors. Catherine E. Perry, honors. Madison May Pickard, high honors. Gabriella Rose Piet, honors. Samantha Suzanne Pimenta, Student Council, honors. Alyssa Michelle Purdon. Emily May Rassicot Porzio, honors. Ian R. Reed. Marina Teresa Reinhardt. Rebecca Lynn Rivard, honors. Tyler A. Ravito. Michaela Roy, honors. Zachary Jacob Theodore Roy, honors. Nicholas William Schleier, National Honor Society, high honors. And one hell of a keyboard player. Nathan T. Sefrenick, high honors. Abigail Marie Smith.
Can I say it's Mary? Yes. It's Mary, not Marie.
Sorry. You think it's easy, huh? Wait. Evangeline Rose Smith. Justin T. Stone, honors. Nicole Bazina Champanic. That was good. Zachary D. Taylor, honors. Justine Nicole Telstone. Ashley E. Tomasi. Michael Anthony Trudell. Mariza R. Valentin. Jonathan L. Walsh. Richard Allen Williams III. Brad, nice. Devin Michael Williams Baroth. Daniel J. Wojcik. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2016. It is my privilege to introduce the class president, Mr. Eric Eisner.
Thank you. Just real quick before I begin, the class officers have a quick gift for Mrs. Gomes for her hard work and dedication over the past 4 years. And now, before I begin once again, I would like to personally welcome the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Himmelberger, Principal, Mr. Dudek, Vice Principal, Mr. Ducharme, school committee members, distinguished guests, Dr. Powers, faculty, family, friends, my mother Judy, and of course, the newly graduated class of 2016. Today marks the end of our 13-year journey within the Blackstone-Millville Regional School District. The first time I truly realized senior year was coming to an end was on a warm 55-degree day in late February. Walking the halls that day, I started to smell the warm, musty scent of the building. To most, that may sound like a health concern, but I can assure that the asbestos was taken out of the building our sophomore year. To me, though, this smell was something more. It would trigger countless memories. I vividly recall the times I cherished most within the building. It was once again as if I was walking in on Mr. McCormick brushing his teeth in the upper boys' bathroom before first period. Or as if I was sitting in B111 having Mr. Rowe, also known in the rap community as Death Row, lecture my physics class while standing on top of a desk. To put it in the most simple terms, the smell was one of comfort and joy. Now it is time we leave that memorable smell behind and depart from all we have ever known to begin a new journey, the journey known as life. For most of us, we will discover who we truly are and maybe, just maybe, get an idea of what we want to be when we grow up. For those of you who already have your lives planned out, I commend you. Maybe I should have listened to Mr. Dudek the day he told me I should be less concerned with how well my belt matched my shoes and more concerned with attending an AP Saturday session. Maybe he was right, maybe fashion doesn't matter in life. After all, Maddie Pickard somehow managed to earn the title of best dress even after wearing sweatpants 4 out of 5 days of the week. And on top of that, Mr. McCormick succeeds in creating such interesting and engaging PowerPoints that instantly put Mike Costello asleep, all while wearing the same navy blue jacket every day. But if we were really concerned about fashion, we all know Mr. DeWolf would be the one to best advise us. To the surprise of many, I've learned quite a few life lessons over the past 4 years here at BMR. My duty as Commander-in-Chief of the class of 2016 is to now share some words of wisdom with you all. The first lesson I learned can be summed up in an elegant quote. It goes something like, "Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone." This means that in order to truly experience all that life has to offer, it is necessary that you challenge yourself and tackle your fears. There's no way a person will succeed or better themselves by staying idle in life. This is why, as newly graduated high school students, we must be constantly scanning our horizons for new opportunities. By taking advantage of such opportunities, we become exposed to things we never would have imagined. We see the world from different perspectives and learn things about ourselves. As we move on, we must keep an open mind and a sense of adventure in our blood. The second life lesson I would like to share is about gratitude, more specifically, the power of showing gratitude. Hopefully you have all realized by now that you cannot do it all on your own. You cannot be afraid to ask for help, and conversely, you cannot ignore others when they need your help. Please realize that the ones who've helped you are the ones who care about you and your goals. It is crucial to recognize and celebrate these people, for without them, you may not have made it this far. So as you leave tonight, show your gratitude. Extend a thank you to anyone who's helped you thus far. Give your mother a hug and shake the hand of a teacher. Tell your best friend that they mean the world to you, and thank a relative for always being there. Expressing your gratitude will show those you appreciate them and hopefully keep them in your life a little longer. Before I close, I would like everyone to take one more glance around them. Other than the times we awkwardly avoid each other at Sandy's when we're home on break, this is the last occasion we will see each other. That means that this is the only time in history that everyone who is here right now will be in the same place at the same time. With that being said, it isn't reason to cry or bemoan. It is simply reason to move this silly little tassel to the other side of our heads and throw our hats in the air in celebration of, quite possibly, the greatest achievement of our lives thus far. Congratulations, class of 2016, we made it. And now, tassel of their side. May all stand.
guys can help bring the music stands in.